to dump 280 something billion worth of Apple
Wait,
shares.
but let's be real, man. When it happens, people are
that's
shaking in their
facts.
boots, man.
Bro, if
Fact.
BTC falls down to 3-4K, imagine what that would do to alts. They would just be on the floor.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Deji and Ricardo. So, you know the drill. Before we get into the meat, before we get into really delving deep into the issues at hand with crypto, we like to ease into it by getting into some crypto confessions. So we're going to have a look at the first one. I might legit go homeless due to these pump fun rugs. It's pretty short and sweet. What do you guys think about it?
Hey, listen, if you're not ready for these gains, then, you know, what can I say, bro? If you're not happy to take losses, don't be happy to take gains, bro. And rugs is just a part of the process. You got to get rugged before you make that first 10 trillion. You know what I mean?
Excuse me?
So,
Excuse
my man
me,
just
bro.
he just needs to wake up on this, bro. I'm not going to lie. Nah, I'm joking. On a real, though, the rugs on Pump Fun are mad. Like, I'm now not even touching anything Pump Fun, Moonshot, fucking Deck Screener. I'm kind of off memes, to be honest.
You mean look at memes or memes in general?
I'm off it, bro. I'm out. Hold tight the meme lot. The meme lot.
Fair play. Is that because of current market conditions or?
Current market conditions, and
Sure.
I'm not active enough in the meme coin space to actually have alpha. I'm just out here guessing. I don't like guessing.
Nah, I hear that. What do you think? Rick?
No, it's interesting. Like, yeah, my man said, I might legit go homeless due to this pump fun.
Hey, these rugs are vicious, fam.
So basically, what I get from this is he's basically putting on his rent money, like, or his mortgage. Just basically say, yo, let me see if I can 2-3x this and on pump the fund on Moonshot. It's just crazy to me, man. Like, degenerates will be degenerates. I'm like, why would you even do this? Like, why would you even risk your rent money to make a few gains? Like, it's just not worth it. You know what I mean, only play with money you can afford to lose. And then in this game, when it comes to these meme coins, you can lose it all. So why even try it? So, man, listen, man. Like, if Rick is coming off memes, like, for me personally, I haven't even touched memes like that because you and I both guessed it. If BTC doesn't go over 70K, the market is dead for altcoins. And the market is dead for altcoins, including Solana. It's dead for memes. And then I know, people, like, unless it's a meme coming out and then you snap it really low, cool. Other than that, man, memes are not the one right now. So you gotta wait, you gotta time it right, and then hopefully you get lucky. So I mean, pump the fun is not for everyone. You just gotta be careful and move. You gotta move with some sense, man. You can't just move anyhow or guessing game, man. You lose it all, fam. So yeah, my advice is stay up, pump the fun, man. Just go to spot. I don't know, just to do regular investment. You don't have to do meme. I know, and I'm telling you, man, it's this X stuff, man. People go online saying, yeah, I put 500 or 5 Solana. Exactly. And then I flip it to 500 Solana. Here's how you can do it. Here's my thread. Bro, it's all a Fugazi, bro. They did not make 500 Solana from pumping in 5 souls, fam. It's all a Fugazi, bro. It's Fugazi, bro. So, you know what I mean? Careful. That's what I have to say, man. That's what I have to say. Harris.
The world of memes is a crazy one, man. It's funny because originally I was vehemently just trying to avoid it. Let me just stay over there and let them stay over there. Let me do my thing. But then it got to a point where you just can't avoid it. But as Rick was saying, unless you're really in these trenches and you have alpha or you have a network of people that you're working with to actually bring that to you so that, you're not just guessing, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, especially in a market whereby it's choppy. We're not at all-time highs. We're not even close to all-time highs for Solana. So there's a lot of things which can make it more skill-based rather than luck-based. And I think I don't like to rely on luck either. So for me, I've been cooling off it for a while. but I do see some people that I know that are let's say refocusing back on. So I'll be eagerly watching, but I'm not just going to be jumping into memes for the sake of it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, right now, meme coin trading, day trading, investing is just not my part of my long-term strategy. So why take that risk? Why take a risk of just burning your salon for no reason? Like, why become exit liquidity for someone else? Just no need.
Exactly. You were too hard for your gains, man. But
Exactly.
with that said, we'll check out the next one. I sold all of my crypto in the peak of December 2021 and left with almost $750,000 in profits. I paid over $200,000 plus total household student debt, paid the IRS a big six-figure lump sum, and left the rest for a down payment to buy a house for my family. To this day, I still feel unhappy that I sold my crypto too early.
Shut the fuck up.
The high
Bro,
crypto
you stole
goes
the word out of my mouth. You stole the words out of my mouth.
Wait. Finish.
Finish, Iris, finish.
No, that's it. That's the end of it.
Okay, so my man
What?
basically made massive gain, yeah, and then now he's vexed that he didn't make more money, bro. Shut the fuck up, bruv. Bruv. You know what? This one needs to listen to this podcast and listen to these confessions because he's coming out the better way out of what could have been a very salty transaction. And
Very.
yeah, cool. Okay, maybe he could have been like, up to 25 million, but like the confession from last week, bro, he could have been back down to zero in no time. So my man just needs to be happy that he paid off his
took
debt,
something out.
he paid off his taxes, and he bought a yard. Shut the fuck up, man. Man needs to relax.
I'm surprised that Rick didn't touch on this actually, because he's financially savvy, so he would know what I'm talking about here. You made 750K in profit, right? So that means you probably invested by something around like maybe 100K or maybe low six figures. You flipped it to 10x. You did the right thing by pulling it out because that was the peak. December, basically, the market after December 2021 was rough. It was rough. Like if you went out for some reason, you ate back in January or February, you would have been wrecked. So you did the right thing. This is where he fucked up. I think there's something wrong here. This is what happened, right? He fucked up in two ways. First way is, why the hell would you pay your household student debt? What are you doing paying that debt?
Nah, Americans, bro. Americans and their student loan debt is different.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
I heard
completely different.
it's high. But bro, if you let's say you owe them 20K, you're better off giving them 2K a month, 3K a month, 4K
Here's
a
the thing,
month.
fam. Here's the thing, bro. It's never just 20K. Like student loans in America are mad high. The interest is mad high, and like it's just like it's common practice in America to just talk about how fucked up your student loan debt is.
Okay, cool.
But
But
in Britain don't talk about it as much, which is stupid.
no, exactly. Yeah, because we know like eventually the loan can be defaulted and your credit rating will be fine, and then people forget about it. But in US, I know me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you could have worked up like a favorable payment plan. Rather than give them a lump sum of 200K, you could have given them 10K a month. I know what I mean. Like I just realized there's a way around this for you to just, because what you did there is you lost extra liquidity. Because fast forward to the end of the confession, you're now saying, "Oh, I'm pissed. I feel like I sold my crypto too early. I'm unhappy. The higher crypto goes, the worse I feel." Which basically means all his money is tied up in his property. He has no extra liquidity to invest back in the market. Where what you should have done is taken some of that profit, maybe 10%, which is probably going to be like 75K, and reinvest it back in the market, in the bear market. Bear market investments while we are here. You know what I mean? While we're back up. If we didn't invest in the bear market, we wouldn't be this fucked, but you know what I mean? We would be probably singing the same song. But we were active in the bear market. We invested when no one gave a crap about crypto. Now it's not looking good. Now it's looking like it's fruitful. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and be all acting all sympathetic for this guy. Like, you made some money, you know what I mean? Just enjoy it and live your life. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, yeah, you fucked up. You could have invested back in the bear market, but you didn't. Next time, make sure you don't make the same fucking mistakes. So that's what I have to say. But yeah, I think, personally, in my opinion, you paid that debt too fast. Because now you paid it now you have no liquidity. Then you could have just settled it bit by bit. I understand it's high interest, blah, 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 but listen, they were going to be taking out your paycheck anyway. Now all of a sudden they came with some sort of like big money. Now you're like, yeah, I'm going to pay all my debts, bro. Some debts are good debts, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I have to say, man.
Fuck this guy.
greatest. Though. I agree. He's a
Yeah,
wet
man.
dunny, man.
This
Complaining about
guy's
making
suffering
something
from
to rags.
this guy's suffering from success, man. He's done well. 750K. I mean, he's lived to tell the tale. Not just paper gains. He's actually withdrawn it out. Market highs. Avoided the bear market. All positive stuff. I agree with what Deji was saying. He should have been able to reinvest something back in the bear market, but he just seemed like I'm out. And now he's seeing obviously where crypto is now, and he's thinking, damn.
I bet he's got a small little portfolio, but he's not happy because he's probably thinking this time is going to run up even higher, and I think I shouldn't have sold. Bro, you did the right thing by selling because eventually all market cycle, what goes up must come down. You know what I mean? We saw Bitcoin at 60K last time. In this last bull run, we saw what was the lowest we saw in this in the bear market. We saw BTC at 15K, 14.5K. You should have bought then.
Still,
You know what I mean?
if you put that 75 back there,
Exactly. You're gonna take a 75K from your profit or whatever the initial investment you had before and just allocate some there. So no sympathy for me, bro. You know what I mean? You did well. Now, you know what I mean, suffer from your success, fam.
so what do you think you should do now?
But rebuild your portfolio. That's what you do. You know, bro, when people exit the market, they never completely exit. There's always some sort of like token investor that you can't pull out. Or what you do is you leave some cash in stables, and when you see the opportunities wrap again, when no one doesn't care about crypto anymore, that's when you come in and enter again, fam. So, like, really and truly, you should know this. But I guess that lucky trades you make, it was probably fluke because you know what I mean. You don't really have a strategy, you don't have a plan. You know what I mean? You probably got lucky with some trades, and then you were smart enough to pull out your money.
So
But
wait,
still,
what
you
do you
don't.
say? Should he remortgage his house, pull out some money, and then put it into the market?
I would, but it's too late now. It's too late now.
Look at
It's too late, bro. It's too late now. But
I don't know about the remortgage your house. This is not financial advice.
Obviously,
But yeah, I mean, bro, it depends on him. If his systems are telling him like you have X amount of gains that you can make in the market, then yeah, definitely you should. But or maybe he should just go and try and raise capital some other way. But
yeah, exactly, bro.
this
Like
guy
that's what I'm
relax.
saying, bro. He's a wet dunny, fam, bro. You have some liquidity, you have some asset, raise funds, borrow from family, borrow from a bank. Let me get a loan, do something, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be boo-hoo, he's out of the market now, he's not making money. Shut up, bro.
yeah, could be doing a lot better. But he's done well, so hey, hold tight you, and hopefully you take on board some of that advice.
No sympathy from here, bro.
No sympathy, FC. So, welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. It's been a while since we've seen you, but we are back again. And don't forget to check out the podcast on YouTube and leave a comment. And also, if you're listening, leave a comment on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Now, boy, do we have a lot to talk about. It's been a wild, wild, wild week. So there was $2.9 trillion wiped out from stocks on Friday, the 2nd of August, due to fears of a global recession. And we had the worst day since COVID's 2020 crash. Why is that important for us in crypto? Well, it had a massive knock-on effect. And because it just in that one day, there was, I believe, $1 billion that was liquidated from the crypto markets in 24 hours. A lot of prominent stocks were down double digits. It was a dark day, but it was obviously an opportunity. Me, myself, personally, I took what liquidity I had and dumped it in. And I'll be continuing to do so. But obviously that was the big opportunity. But what did you guys make of it at the time? And what are your thoughts now that has kind of played out a little bit?
So yeah, I was looking into this heavily because I was thinking, why the fuck did this happen? And I got to the bottom of it, and it was apparently because of a carry trade, which I didn't know what that was. But basically, the interest rate in Japan was like 0%, and people were borrowing money from Japan and investing in US securities. And so when Japan saw like a massive meltdown,
at one point. I don't know if they still did, but I think they had negative rates at one point.
they might have even had negative rates, which is mad.
Yeah,
I think it was zero interest rate when people started borrowing.
when they first started the carry. And then they invested in US securities, and then they were like, "Yo, listen, it's time to repay the loan." People had to pull out of positions early, and it just got liquidated because now they wanted to start lending money with interest, Japan, because the economy needs some money because their economy is slumped. And yeah, that just caused a massive sell-off in not just the US market, but in the Asian markets, in everywhere. Like it was truly a black swan event, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed. I was out of liquidity, fam. I was fully leveraged. I did not buy shit, and now I'm just seeing everything bounce back, and I'm thinking, damn. Well, actually, I wasn't even out of liquidity. I cancelled the car purchase, so I had a chunk of change, and I didn't execute. Well, it came through on like Tuesday. There's
What
still
stuff you
time.
been executing if you had a little bit of liquidity lying around?
Because I didn't want to focus. I didn't want to land all of my P's in crypto, to be honest.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
I didn't
that.
want to be like fully leveraged in crypto. Yeah, and yeah, but yeah. So I missed, I missed most of it. Like alts are still on the floor bleeding. Like Solana
Depths.
recovered. Solana recovered the fastest, bro. Solana dropped to 110 and bounced back up to 150 in a
You,
fucking
you,
day, bro. It went up
you know why though,
40% in a fucking day. Like in
Yeah,
a
it
day.
went up quick.
bro? There's
I think
high
I got it
demand for
now.
Solana
Right.
and those levels, bro. Like bro, if Solana drops to $99, people will scoop it up. People will put $1 million on that. But yeah, I mean, cool. In terms of my opinion, I think there has been some signals out there that this could happen. I mean, I think I got the biggest signal I got was when like for Warren Buffett to dump 280 something billion worth of Apple shares. That
Yeah, I saw
was
that as well,
alarm
man.
bells for me.
This was
It
just
was alarm bells because
before
I'm
it happened, right? Like a week
yes,
or so before.
yes.
Motherfucker knew, bruv.
Yeah, of
Motherfucker
course he
knew,
Oh,
fam.
of
that
course
email, that
he
phone call.
knew.
Motherfucker smelled that shit a mile away. He's like, yo, man,
Dude,
them sell my thing now, bruv.
he knew how over leveraged people were in the stock market. You know how people were using carry trade, taking investment from Japan and from the Asian market and bringing it over to US to, long term of the stock market. So I think he had a feeling like, you know what, Apple's done a great run off that Apple Intelligence announcement, pumped to new all-time high after the stock split about a year ago. So it was time for him to sell because he knew this was going to happen. And then lo and behold, and I mean, when it was time for the investors to pay back the loan and they couldn't because the markets were dumping, yeah, it was peak. It was a bloody day because normally you don't see 2.7 trillion worth of stocks liquidated in one day. In one day. So you could call it a black swan event, but compared to what happened to the last previous bull run before we had that all time run when we had the COVID crash, I wouldn't say it's quite similar because that was insane. That felt like
Yeah, that one
this
was
could
mad.
go.
I thought it might
Yeah,
be over for real, for real.
bro, I thought it
Yeah,
might be
this
over.
time I didn't think so.
Bro, I didn't even think I would see a BTC at 3K, 3.5K, but we did. You know what I mean? And I don't think we're ever gonna see that again. I know some people are wishing it comes, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. But I think this time people now
People
know,
say they
like,
wish for it, but let's be real, man. When it happens,
Bro,
people are
that's
shaking in their
facts.
boots, man.
Facts.
yeah,
Shaking. I was looking around, I'm buying, I'm looking around, people like, oh, it might be the end of the boom, we might be going into a bear.
exactly.
Come on,
People are
living a
just
life.
chatting. People are just
Good
chatting. People are
points.
just chatting. They don't want that smoke because, bro, if BTC falls down to 3-4K, imagine what that would do to alts. They would just be on the floor. Like alts would be on discount. They'll be on 99% discount. When you know what I mean, one link would be two p. Like that's how crazy it would be. But but unfortunately, I just don't see that happen this time because you can say it's close to a black swan event because usually you don't have this kind of thing happen because usually like the government that kind of manages the foreign policy kind of stuff make sure that this kind of stuff doesn't happen to the stock market. It happened because they were over leveraged in terms of the kind of loan they were issuing. So now next time around, though, I think they now see the downside of having a 0% interest rate because people will just abuse it. You're telling me I can get a free loan of $1 million? I'm gonna abuse that shit. So that's what happened. So I don't think that's gonna happen moving forward. They're probably gonna, probably hack up to a manageable because the average interest rate for US is 2.7. That's usually what the range that's what economists want. They want to broadband that to that level. I think Japan will probably come close to probably 1%. 2% maybe. We'll never know. But we'll see how that goes. We see there's a FOMC meeting at the end of I think early September. So that'll be interesting. I mean the odds of rate interest cut is now risen to almost 60%. So we're expecting a rate cut, whether it's gonna be 0.25 or 0.5. We don't know. If it's 0.5, oh my goodness, that's going to be bullish for the market. But I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a gradual cut, maybe an 0.25, then 0.25 again in the following month or the next few months before December. So that's what's happening. But this was easy. I foresaw this in the crypto market because that's why I wasn't fully leveraged in terms of buying all up at 64, 65, because the moment I saw it get rejected at 70K, I'm like, this thing's coming back down again. But how it came down so quick, I didn't expect it. I thought it might take a couple of days, maybe 3 days, kind of come down. But it happened so fast. I was like, wow, maybe you could go lower, but great bounce by the market. So led by Solana, Bitcoin, and even ETH for us. ETH did a 20% bounce yesterday. Bitcoin has done, I think, 15 to 20% bounce since that recent low. So I think the market is looking okay. I'm not sure if we can sustain it. I think there's still probably another capitulation before the rate cut or after the rate cut. But in terms of that sub 49K Bitcoin, it will be interesting because then I can deploy some more capital and buy some more, because I did buy this dip, but I would love to buy more. And then as my liquidity improves, I might be able to. But it depends on what kind of value I get my assets at. So it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to see what happens. And in terms of altcoins, I mean, again, Solana is leading all altcoins, not Ripple, in terms of recovery. And I think for me personally, this shows me, because what I like to see when there's high volatility in the market, what I like to see is what assets, what crypto tokens bounce the strongest. Those are the ones you want to pay a close attention to before the bull run resumes again, because I saw Solana bounce with extreme strength. I saw Pendle bounce with extreme strength. I saw, believe it or not, Eric, I know we're a bit off meme coin right now. I saw with Sheep and even bounce with some decent strength. Not the greatest strength. They bounce with some great strength.
You forgot XRP, my brother.
Oh,
XRP bounce.
Yeah, it bounced still. It did bounce. But I think it's that bounce related to the fact that, they had that settlement with the SEC that they don't have to pay billions in fines. They should only pay 125 million in fines. You're muted, Harris. You're muted. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. So
Yeah, let's talk about
XRP had a lawsuit with the SEC to determine whether it was a security or not, and this has been a long-standing case that they've been fighting, and it was recently settled. And the verdict was that XRP is not a security, but they still have to pay
Free the
a
MANDEM.
$125 million fine. So effectively, XRP is out of the doghouse, and I guess we're going to see XRP at $10, right?
Light fine, bruv. Do you know what? They wanted $2 billion
Right.
in the beginning.
What I don't
That's
understand, sorry to cut
ridiculous.
you off, but what I don't understand is why would you get fined if you're not guilty? I didn't understand that.
That's a good question, Why did they get fined if they're not guilty?
Okay, they might have been, they might not be guilty, but I'm sure they have circumvented certain laws, like security laws or issuance law in US. Like now, if you see new projects launching like ICO, it would say not available in America. You know what I mean? So that means for you to launch any kind of securities, they don't care if it's non-security or not. You have to register to the SEC. You have to let them know, and I think that's what the penalty is for.
So they got charged for improper selling, probably because they were selling any and everywhere.
Yes, that's exactly what
as
they did,
as an asset, maybe not as a security, but still as an asset.
Fair. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, free the MANDEM. You get me? Ripple's now unsuppressed. You get me? It's out of the cage now. Like tomorrow, bro, we're gonna wake up. Ripple's gonna be $100, fam. Flip Bitcoin.
Impossible. Those are, to me personally, again, this is another total win for the crypto market, not just XRP, because if XRP is not security, you can't tell me these other altcoins are securities, because they kind of all went through the same kind of selling strategy. So personally, it's another win for the crypto space. I think you'll see a lot more crypto projects settling because they did do something wrong, but being deemed security is what that they were fighting for. Like, they're not security, because if you're a security, you're kind of in trouble waters. But they're not security. Most of these tokens are not security. If you're security, you know what to do. Quickly talk to the SEC man then. But personally, for me, it's just another great win. But in terms of what the outlook looks like for XRP. I don't know. I don't know. Without the altcoin market, without the alt season, without BTC dominance reaching 60%, I don't want to hear any chat about XRP doing all-time highs. I just don't want to. I don't want to because
Is this
until
news going to make you
Bitcoin.
want to buy into XRP?
No way, no way. XRP is a shit coin, bro. I'll stand and I'll say that out loud with my chest, with the bass in my chest, man. XRP is a shit coin. And I don't care if it goes to $3. The only thing I'll do is swing trade it because I know it's gonna do something in the off season. But other than that, I'm not holding it for more than several days. Like you have MANDEM holding XRP, the Uber drivers. You know what I mean, bro? You should have seen, bro. You should have seen it. I don't know if you all saw it on X. There was a video of this guy in Singapore
Yeah.
holding his head.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean,
when
in his Uber driver, thinking that, oh my god, my
I
life
saw
savings
that. I
just
saw
got wiped out. So these
If
probably,
that's
you know
me,
why he
I'm
was.
hopping out the whip. I don't care, man. This guy's flipped
do
the
you
trap of the
do you
ledge.
know what do you know why he was worried? Because he's got hella P's leverage on XRP because the Uber driver. So me personally, I think XRP, the community is for the Uber drivers, black cab drivers. So let them have that. You know what I mean? Personally, for me, there's other tokens for me to trade on. And then in this moment, I've made sure that I'm not holding too many random coins. And then you got to manage all these extra risk. I'm holding ZIL, FLR, XRP, ETH. No. I'm going to trim that down to the blue chips. And then when it's time for me to enter riskier altcoins like XRP, yes, people will know because Bitcoin dominance will be trading at 60%.
I hear that. Let's not forget XR, like Ripple Labs has like 900, 750 members of staff. So
Oh, no,
as a
no, no,
crypto
no.
company, they're pretty big. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree though.
Wait,
Ultimately,
wait. Let's not talk about how centralized they are. I mean, let's talk about how many coins is owned
hella
by Ripple Labs itself. So, yeah,
there,
I don't
and
want
they
I
can
don't want
just
to hear
they
about
can
the
print more, bro.
centralization of XRP. Oh,
It's
whoa.
it's inflationary.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I said it also has an inflation risk. Yeah, man. Like I said, personally for me, XRP is not a viable choice for investment for me. Personally, I don't know about all the degenerates out there. I would love to hear that from them. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you're buying in this bull run. If it's XRP, explain to me why you want to invest in XRP. I would love to hear it.
We would love to hear that. And something else which has been brewing in America is we've heard Donald Trump say that he wants to make crypto like the hub of the world, and if we're not going to do it, then China's going to do it. We have to beat China, and it seems like an arms race to who's going to be the leading nation when it comes to crypto development. So the U.S. is planning a Bitcoin tax-free zone to boost its digital economy, and some of the things they're planning are no taxes on Bitcoin transactions, taxes only on Bitcoin redemptions, and it's aimed at reinforcing dollar dominance, and it plans to start in 2025. So we have other places like Malta, Portugal, Dubai in the UAE, Singapore, a lot of places that are crypto friendly. Even the UK is trying to do something. Where do you see this fitting, and do you think this is enough for people to build their companies and invest in Bitcoin companies or crypto companies in the US?
Yeah, I mean it's a start. I mean this is only possible if Trump wins. If Trump doesn't win, I think this plan goes into like the backlogs somewhere. But if Trump wins, I think he could because I feel like in terms of capitalism, US is probably the number one. So it will make sense for them to be favorable to this digital economy. And I'm all for it because it will only further pump my bags. I would love for it to happen. And then in terms of what I mean, allowing favorable tax, I'm all for it. Honestly, I'm all for it because I think up to now, US has been quite harsh towards like what I mean launching digital projects, and they have their own set of rules that kind of make it what I mean a bit cumbersome for investors who want to launch in US. So this will bring in more revenue and more liquidity to the economy. So I think it's a no-brainer because if they don't do it, other companies that are like I'm sure you guys have heard about the news of I mean Putin and Russia, leader of Russia, putting his stamp on basically saying you look can now mine Bitcoin. I won't come to your head. As a matter of fact, you have to mine Bitcoin. So if you mine Bitcoin, you get extras. So yeah, I think US can't just sit back, fold their hands because you don't want putting stockpiling a bunch of digital asset which he can now use to weaponize it against other country when it's trying to wage a war again. So you want to be careful and make sure that you are, even if you might not believe in this whole digital and economy stuff, the younger generation do, and it only makes sense for you to make sure that the infrastructure is there, so that US is a dominant leader, not just some sort of like third or fourth in the race. So that's my opinion. Rick.
Personally, yeah, bro. I don't know. Seeing is believing. I still feel like these guys are just saying whatever they want to, whatever needs to be said in order to get the Bitcoin vote. And now they're probably looking at shit like on-chain analysis. They're seeing that the number of Bitcoin wallet holders is the highest it's ever been. The number of ETH wallet holders is the highest it's ever been. They're just like, yo, listen, Solana wallet holders highest it's ever been. They're like, listen, we need to get these fucking votes, people. What do we need to get these votes? I know. I'm gonna make up some shit like, bro, like, look at the type of shit Trump has been saying, bro. He's been saying something like, we're going to fucking pay off all our debt with Bitcoin, like the $35 trillion debt. I
I
know it
think
was
he's being
satire, bro.
facetious.
I know it was a joke, but
But
the
it's
fact
not
that my
satire. I
man's
don't really
even
think it's serious.
the fact that my man's even slinging phrases out there like that means that he's trying to move degen, bro. That's a degen thing to say. Like, degens would be like, I'm gonna cop me 10 Lambos when the fucking bull market comes. He's saying some similar shit, bro. I don't know who's in his ear trying to say, yo, listen, this is what you need to do to win the degen vote. But bro, he's flying that flag hard. I think, yeah, it's all just talk, bro. Seeing is believing. If it happens, I'd be very happy. Like, it will pump the bags. But if it doesn't, he's probably just gonna be like, yeah, I can't do it, but I recommend this next person for the next presidency, and they're definitely gonna do it. Bullshit. So yeah, I'm skeptical, bro. I'm hella skeptical.
Yeah, I'm not sure who actually put this proposal together. If it's like the current government, then I'm probably a bit more skeptical than if it was Trump and his team. But yeah, I would say seeing is believing, but I have more confidence that if it is Trump, that he will actually try and get it done. Well, obviously, whether it comes to fruition or not in this exact way that he says it is another question, and I guess that's just politics. But I think there will be an attempt to be made, but we'll see. In terms of it, whether it will be the best place for you to launch your crypto project or whatever, I think that comes down to infrastructure. And obviously, America already has a rich infrastructure when it comes to existing startups and capital and VCs and all this other stuff, and talent as well. But, a lot of other places are starting to catch up. So it will be very interesting to see if it passes, where people start to locate themselves and things like that. And I think a lot of crypto projects are obviously remote, so they don't necessarily need to be based there. But if there's enough incentives, then it can definitely work. But before we leave off, I actually want you guys to talk about something that happened this week. So this week, I saw a post on LinkedIn that was about scammers trying to get crypto devs. So, Deji, you had a very interesting interaction. I want you to briefly kind of just go over what happened and, a
Yeah,
warning
it's
out there to
funny.
devs.
It's funny because this guy, he approached me. His name is Kevin, and he's like, "Yeah, I got your details from." Because I was wondering how does he even have my number? Like normally, recruiters that are serious, they call you like, "Oh, hey, listen, I got this contract. Are you available for work?" And I told him. So this guy messaged me on WhatsApp, which is even weirder. Like, rarely do you see them. They only call you on WhatsApp or message on WhatsApp after they've been calling you and you're not responding, right? So he messaged on WhatsApp. Oh yeah, I got your details from Nedan from so recruitment. I'm thinking, what? Okay, cool. And then he goes, yeah, are you on the market for a new contract? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. He goes, yeah, this contract is fully remote. You have to do three things, basically. And then it's not a clever scam because it's actually dumb. So all you have to do for this job, this fake job, yeah, is to ensure that companies are able to get on the Apple Store and Play Store by boosting their ranking. Already, he lost me because that shit does not make any sense. Like, it does not make any sense. And he goes, I'm like, okay, cool. What do you need from me? Oh, just you need a laptop, access to the workbench that I'm going to give you access to. I'm like, cool, give me access then. He goes, yeah, wait. We have to go through certain things. Ah, cool. Where's the job spec? Oh, you know what he did? He posted like some sort of And then I could tell that his English wasn't very good, and then the response time was very delayed because we weren't able to have a fluid conversation. Like I will say something, it will reply back after 10 minutes of googling and then probably chat GPT in response or something. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, right? And then eventually I'm like, cool. I'm like, cool, whatever, no worries. I told him let's connect on LinkedIn. And that's when I got the full red flag. Oh, my LinkedIn's for personal stuff. I don't want to connect on LinkedIn for. I'm like, huh? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, I hope you don't mind. I don't want to bring my LinkedIn into this. I think that's a bit personal. I'd rather keep it like work here and I want to share this with my wife. I was like, what?
Motherfucker lost it.
then after a bunch of back and forth, they told me they're gonna pay me USDT, and I'm like, oh, so this is a crypto scam. Cool. I'm like, what is that? I'm not too sure about that. He goes, oh yeah, it's just like we'll pay you 7K a month, and but you need to convert your USDT to GBP, so you need like a crypto wallet. I'm like, oh, what's crypto? I don't know about that. What's that? He goes, yeah, you need to sign up to Coinbase or crypto.com. I'm like, actually, guess what? I actually have one of these wallets. Which one should I use? He goes, or preferably he wants you to use crypto.com. I'm like, cool. So I wanted my crypto.com one. I don't have any money on crypto.com. I've got like a few quids in there. So I just took a screenshot of my wallet, say, is this what you want to see? He's like, yeah, cool. You have it now. So what I need to do is to click on this link and log in. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're boring me now. This crime is so unintelligent. It's so boring. Like, it's just no imagination or nothing at all. Like, I thought you're going to do some crazy ninja stuff, maybe from the screenshot. You're going to grab my ID number or my device ID or something, or maybe steal my session. Nothing like that. It was just telling me to basically go into this work fake bench and then, yeah, log in with this invite code. I'm like, dude, this is boring, man. Leave me alone. So I just kind of bucked him off. And then after that, his whole card kind of broke because I asked him to send me the website of the company. The company is called Itonic. And when they sent it to me, the website it was a basic website with a bunch of dummy text, like some Latin dummy text that you copy from Wikipedia. It was ridiculous. Like,
Bear Lauren Epsom, yeah?
Yeah, Bear Lauren Epsom. Bear. And I'm like, how can this be legit? Or you give me some next weird answer. I'm like, whatever. And then eventually I told her, listen, man, leave me alone. I don't have time for this. I'm bored. He's messaging me, oh yeah, but how can you think I'm trying to help you make money here? Just come to the training session. You can claim your training salary of $200 USDT. Man, I'm thinking, bro, $200, bro. What's $200 to me, bro? Like, what am I gonna do with that? I don't have time to come to a dumb. Oh, then you wasted my time. Then that's when his English became terrible. So I felt like maybe this guy's from Nigeria or something. So he broke character.
These men are working hard, man.
They're working hard. They're working hard because his English was okay before, and all of a sudden now he started misspelling words, mistyping words. It was truly sad. It was sad because I'm like, bro, like you're gonna have to try harder to even scam other people before you can scam me. So yeah, man, I just kind of sacked him up, blocked him.
Just a fun little story for this week, and we'll tell more stories in the coming weeks. Don't forget to tune in next week, and we'll see you there. Peace.